Hello everyone. My name is Messi Olamikosi. I want to introduce you to a program. The program is tagged Messi's Periscope. This program is aimed at equipping, inspiring, motivating, challenging, and motivating you and edifying you to become who God wants you to be. So, in this program, we are going to be having varieties, different kinds of shows and talks. I want to urge you to please subscribe to this YouTube channel and invite others, share the link to others, and let them also be part of this program. Let them be aware of what God is doing through this program. And I'm sure that you'll be blessed. I'm sure that you'll be blessed. Thanks.
Imo Chinedum, medical doctor by training. It's nice to be giving this testimony concerning how the year 2020 has been for me. It's been a year of God's favor. It's been a year of God's favor. It's of God's mercies that have not been consumed, because His mercies endure forever. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness, O God. God has been faithful. The pandemic hit, and then I was initially not actively working, but subsequently within a short time I had a job and I started working. So yes, I got to work, but I was now working in the front lines. I've encountered a number of patients who had symptoms of COVID, and God rescued me. I've had to treat patients who eventually were discovered to have COVID. God has kept me. Even up till last week, I was treating a patient who eventually turned out positive, and then God has been keeping. It's because of mercy. At some point in time, without much protection, I had to still work, and at some point in time you wonder whether you should just leave the work because there's no much protection. But in all, I've just settled for the fact that I do my best to keep myself, and then God will indeed keep and protect me as I do my best to live in the lives of people. So God has been faithful, and then He has kept all those around me as I cater for people in the little way I can. God caters for my family, caters for me, and then I'm fine. We are all fine. And thank God that this year is ending on a good note, and then He has kept me alive. So I'm grateful to God. I pray that God will keep you and grant us to have a wonderful 2021.
Hi, my name is Ngube Salaginikechuku. I'm a graduate from the Michael Okwa University of Agriculture, Omodike, Abia State, where I studied microbiology. I recently just finished my National Youth Service Corps, where I served in Zamfara State, specifically in Gusau. During my service here, I was able to do 6 projects by the grace of God, one of which included renovating a borehole, constructing 2 fetching points, procuring a 2,000-liter water GP tank, and an electric pumping machine for the Samaru community. The reason why I embarked on that project specifically was because of a challenge I noticed when I came into the community. So previously, the community source of water was usually, open dug wells, and the state-owned water board corporation that supplied water at specific times in the morning, and also rationed waters, especially given the source of during the rainy period or rainy season or the dry season. A specific time like that, we had a serious water challenge, and water dried up in so many wells, and people were people really didn't have water. I reached out to some of my friends and formed a team with which we started sourcing funds. One of our major sponsors was the Husky Water Aid and Empowerment Foundation. They were very, very resourceful. I reached out to some of my friends and formed a team with which we started sourcing funds. One of our major sponsors was the Husky Water Aid and Empowerment Foundation. They were very, very resourceful in funding my project, which is also part of my success story today. When I reached out to them first, I first of all found them on internet through a particular site, and eventually when I spoke with them, they funded the project after verifying about the project and all of that. And today, a lot of people, a very, very large amount of people in that community have access to clean water, and they are very, very grateful for that.
Hi, my name is Moses Eweko Lushina. This is my 2020 short video. I want to thank the Lord for 2020, although 2020 has been a taskful one, and there are many ups and downs in this 2020, of which at the point I asked myself, what am I into? Am I going to make anything meaningful and make something out of this year? But to God be the glory. Even after I lost my dad at the month of April, I still thank God that I'm still standing strong, and God is still helping me. And if I would say one thing I've learned in this year is the power of patience, consistency, and total dependency on God. I discovered that the thing I will take out of this year again is the release of the Spirit and more of the outwork and inwork of the power of God inside and with me. I am so grateful for all this. It wouldn't have been this way, but I thank God for how He has made it so. And to you out there that is having a challenge and troubles here and there, your circumstances may look as if nobody has gone through it, but I tell you, as the Bible said, looking unto Jesus, who is the author and the finishers of our faith, don't write yourself off, keep on pushing, and the Lord will come to your rescue. God bless you. I still remain Eweko Olushina Moses. This is my short video and testimony.
My name is Hinda Love Doshima from Benue State. I want to thank God for His faithfulness, His protection, His loving kindness over my life and that of my family members and my friends as well. I want to say, Father, I thank you. You have been so faithful. Even when I'm unfaithful to you, you have been faithful. 2020 is a year that came with a lot of things, both the good, the bad, the sour, the sweet, and all of that. But here am I, healthy, strong. And I want to say, Father, I thank you for that. I want to thank you because 2020 is a year that I've rounded my NYC lanes and for us. When they posted me to that line, I said, wow! But here am I, strong. I finished strong. And I'm saying, Father, I'm so grateful. Again, I want to thank you for having spared my life. I had a lot of accidents that came my way, but Father, He didn't permit any to hurt me or to harm me. I passed through it strong. I remember the day I was coming back from my NYC, I had a terrible accident at night, and God, it was terrible, but Father kept me, and I'm so happy that I'm strong. I want to thank Him for many open doors and the opportunities He brought my way, even after service. I want to thank you for providing for me, for catering for me, for caring, and even for the ordinary things, the food, the clothes, everything. I want to thank Him so much. He has been faithful, and I have all cause to glorify His name. I believe 2021 is going to be greater. And before the year ends, I know we still have few days to 2021, but I still believe that the packages that He has prepared for me for this year, they are still coming, and I believe God for that, and He will do it. Thank you.
I am Augustine Fatuma Juso, the Republic of Sierra Leone, and I'm here to testify God's goodness in my life since I become a Christian, since I converted from Muslim to Christian. God has been doing a lot of things in my life, but the most of all that He does in my life is through my academic works. I have never failed in my life. Since when I started my education, I have never failed in my life. But a devil was actually beating me when I went to SS4 to sit my final year examination, means WAS. Satan actually beat me. I went a lot of struggles in my life. And first of all, I was in the provision area, like we said in Sierra Leone, like upline. I was living here. I sat to my last one at once, and I did make it up. Okay. And secondly, also I tried. I didn't make it up again. So I mean that it is involved on spiritual issues, because I studied. I know what I write. I do it very well in a way, but I knew that this is involving spiritual issues. So I went to one of my pastors, and also he actually told me that I should fast and pray for this issue. So I went through that. I fasted anyway. I did a lot of things. I did it. But the last thing is I went to the city called Britain. I was there and I read a lot of things like scenes and so forth. Okay, so I tried anyway. So through by the grace of God, I went through the last city. Now I got my appointment. Can't you imagine the rest of the CLU 100% out of 100%, 4.5% got the appointment, and that was fortunate. I was among them. And in fact, in my school, I became first in my school. So I well appreciate God for that, and that is my testimony. I well appreciate, and God bless all of us.
I'm here to give my testimony. This year, 2020, the Lord has been so wonderful to me. I want to testify to the goodness of the Lord. The Lord has been good to me in every aspect. I was diagnosed of kidney inflammation. The thing was serious, but I thank the Lord. And the doctor told me that after the medication, I was placed on medication. He said after the medication, if I still feel the pain, I should come back. But after the medication, I was okay. And one day like that, like after a week or two, I felt the pain again. The pain was so serious, and I couldn't bear it. And that day, I was in a program. I happened to be in a program. I had my tummy here. Lord, today you must help me. Like I was just crying and praying unto the Lord. To cut the long story short, the Lord helped me. The Lord used the man of God to pray for me, and instantly I received the healing there. Till today, like till now, I'm still standing and I cannot feel the pain again. But after he prayed for me, that was all. So the Lord used the man of God. The Lord honored his word in my life.
My name is Josle Anatolua, and I'm based in Ilefe. I came here for a retreat organized by the Center. And I'm here to share a little of the testimonies that God has done in my life. I actually thank God that this year I graduated from secondary school. God guided me all through my 6 years of staying in secondary school. Although sometimes it was hard, sometimes I had some challenges in academics, sometimes I was afraid that I might repeat or something, but the Lord showed himself faithful and helped me in instances that I was not familiar with, and I appreciate God for that. I want to thank God that now that I'm done with my secondary school education, that I can start new things. The Lord is giving me inspirations and ideas on how to actually move forward in life. I thank God that He connected me with the right people, and I'm in the right place, and I actually thank Him for making me more and more responsible every day.
I'm here today because of you. You left your throne and came to earth. Through thick and thin, you paid the price. You shed your blood and died for me. Now I have victory in His name. Through Jesus Christ, the Son of God, I have the life of Christ in me. I can proclaim I'm born again. I have the power to heal the sick. I have the power to raise the dead. Through Jesus Christ, my Lord and King.